Okay, story time. I will try to make this super quick. But a few days ago, I was in an office, and one of our offices, and a guy walks in looking for some specific bolts that he's needing for some racking for a solar system on a house that he's an electrician doing a remodel on. Now, this is not a system that we installed, but I knew that we didn't use those same kind of bolts. At least nowadays we don't. But I said, well, we don't have any of that stuff here. If we have it, it's in this other office. I'll be there in a couple days and I can take a look and let you know. And so, anyway, he was fine with that. So that was this morning. I get to this warehouse, and I look around. I can't find it myself. I asked the warehouse manager, like, hey, do you know what this is, or where, if we have any, where they would be? And then like 5 seconds, he knew exactly what it was and where it was and got some. So this guy, Oki Electric, by the way, if you know Oki Electric, and Drew, he's the guy, and he was awesome. He drives 45 minutes, you know, to come to the office and get back to where he's at to come pick up these parts. He needed just a couple. We gave him like 8 or 9 just to make sure he had plenty in case, you know, something happens, things get threads strip or whatever. And he's pleased as punch. He asked how much they were, and we just shook on it and called it a day. But the story kind of highlights a few things. Number one, I love working and associating with service providers who go above and beyond like Drew did. He's the electrician. He wasn't the roofer that had pulled off the racking or the panels and needed to reset them, but he was trying to get this job done for this homeowner, and so he was going above and beyond. Secondly, shout out to Rick, who manages our warehouse and our inventory, because he knew where these things were, even though it's a part that we ourselves haven't used in a dozen years or more, maybe. But we hold on to some of those things for situations just like this. We can't always fix situations where we're trying to do something that another installer had originally completed, because this wasn't, like I said, it wasn't one of our jobs originally. But we try to keep as many parts for different things as we can without looking like hoarders. Because you just never know, and in the service industry you want to be prepared as much as you can. And so those are two big things. It just made me super proud to be with Rick and have other people around the area that are treating service the same way we try to approach it with customers. And I guess the last thing is, if you are somebody who needs to do some work on a roof, or for whatever reason needs your panels to be taken off and then in the future put back on, we do that all of the time, and we're very used to it, and we're pretty good at not losing the parts because we're used to that, and we've had some experience. We know how easy that can happen, and so we're pretty meticulous at keeping all those things in order so we don't run into issues like this. Now, that's not a guarantee it would never happen. We wouldn't ever lose a bolt, but even if we do, we can save some time on hunting one down if one ever does go missing. So just a plug for that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, awesome story, I thought. If you're still hanging in with this video, I appreciate you watching, and thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the flippity